I want you to notice something. Look at all these cars at a red light. And now the light is green, and there's cars in the intersection. Looks like any old scene out of any small town in America, right? Look, there's cars in the intersection. There's people making lefts. There's people making rights. The light keeps changing. And listen to how quiet it is. Nobody is beeping their horn. Excuse me. Are you pissed off that the traffic's moving slow? How come you're not beeping your horn? Can I bring you in? Nobody's beeping their horn. I'll put the camera there. Do you notice? Can I bring you into my frame? I'm a reporter. I do this for a living. So nobody's beeping their horn.
You just gotta take it slow. That's it. You just gotta take it slow. Traffic is traffic. There's nothing we can do about it.
So nobody's being dicks to each other. You notice that?
Well, it's not a good time to be a dick to each other. Well, what's going on in the world? Well, there you go.
That's one dick.
Where's the head to?
Put the camera on the dick. You know what I'm saying, though, right? Because in Brooklyn, right now, in this corner, people will be killing each other trying to get over the bridge.
Thank God they're not. Thank
Right?
God they're not.
They're not fighting with each other.
Yep.
Something changed. Thank you, mate. Appreciate it. That guy was a chip. When the saw is louder than the horns, I can't emphasize enough. It's a cosmic shift in nature. People are not pissed off right now. They're not rushing around. Not a single person is calling me an asshole. Hey, asshole, don't film me. Nobody cares. This is Brooklyn, New York. I was afraid to walk on the sidewalk. I used to be afraid to walk on the sidewalk here. Now I feel safe.
Yeah.
I feel safe. Nobody's in a rush, right?
No, not today.
You like it that way, or you want it to go back to be rushy?
No, rush better.
Rush better?
Better. Keep it moving.
Keep it moving. How come nobody's beeping their horn? Traffic's moving slow. Are you pissed off? It's cool. You gotta know what you're going nowhere. Can I bring you into my frame? I'm a reporter. I do funny videos. So I noticed nobody's beeping their horn. There's nobody pissed off. Isn't that crazy?
Everybody's just kind of resigned.
They're having a good time, right?
Yeah.
Right? When are you from Brooklyn?
No, actually Philadelphia.
Philadelphia. But if you were on this corner at rush hour and you didn't make the right move at the right time, you get screamed at, beeped at, and people are not doing that. Why?
No idea. It is what it is at this point. I think everybody's resigned to, guess what? You just smile and nod. Roll with it.
Right.
You know?
They're just going along. They're just going with it. Going with it. It feels good. Thank you very much for your time, man. I see kids playing in the park right now with their mothers. They're meeting their fathers. They don't even know who they are. Barely. Hi, how are you?
I'm fine, you?
Good. I'm doing good. I've never had it so good. Can I talk to you? It was kind of bringing me into my frame. So this is a fascinating video about human behavior. That right now, there isn't a single goddamn person in Brooklyn in a rush to get anywhere. So the oligarchs, are they happy? We have people have gotten the break they need. They got their vacation. They got their vacation pay. They got a vacation with pay. But it's very unlikely they're going to return to their jobs, to their places, because those have been reshuffled, and they don't know it yet. How are you, man? Hey, how are you, man? How you doing? You're the paint father. Okay, I see the imagery there. So how's it going, man? I'm a reporter. I do a YouTube video, a YouTube show. How's it going, man? How's business? You back to work?
We're doing great.
You're doing good.
Love it.
Walls need to be painted.
We do
Yes, they
everything.
do.
Sounds good, man. So, do you notice? Can I ask you a question? You from Brooklyn? You are. I can hear your accent.
Yes, we both do.
All right, both from Brooklyn. At 4 o'clock, think of a time at 4 p.m. that you've ever heard no one stand at this corner beeping their asses off, looking to run each other over.
Oh, of course. Not
What's
during
different?
This. I don't know what's different. This is crazy.
Do you like it?
No.
You want people to go back to being cunts, calling each other.
Yeah,
A
well.
long hair like me standing here, it was dangerous just to be inside. I don't feel the Bay Ridge U-turn. You know what I mean? You know the Bay Ridge U-turn, right? That's where you go from one side of the street to the other and you don't look,
Yeah.
right? Nobody's beeping their horns. Nobody's pissed off.
I guess because they realized what happened. You see the cars were going the wrong way on the bridge.
Yeah, but that never stopped the people from
Beeping.
leaving the line. They turn around, leave the line. Fuck this! I'm going a different way.
Only way to the bridge.
It's calming. Thank you very much for your time, guys. Good. Thank you for your time. Appreciate it. Those guys were hard to crack. I feel like a panhandler. How are you, mate? You doing good? Hey, people are friendly. People are friendly. Just give you an idea what I look like, right? So here we are, right? It's pretty cool, right? Pretty cool so far. We're finding out about people. How are you, mate? No noise but the police. That's the only people making noise. I just can't tell you the profound... How are you, mate? What's up? I can't tell you the profoundness of what I'm seeing, where people in Brooklyn, there's a traffic jam, rush hour, in a neighborhood where tempers easily fly. Fuck yous across the board, and nobody is beeping. It's like a they're respecting each other. Somebody just told me to shut up. That's the only one. One person told me to shut up. How you doing, man? You good? How you hang? Can I bring you into my frame? I'm a reporter with on YouTube. How's it going, man? Have you ever? That's the first beep I heard all day. People are like jammed in Brooklyn on top of each other, and they're not eating each other. What's going on?
I have no idea.
Do you like it that way? You like it quiet, or you want it to go back to yell and scream in New York?
I'm a yell and scream type of guy.
It feels better, right? It feels better. Yeah, but nobody's being a dick. So how's that going to happen? Somebody's got to start.
There's plenty of dicks out there.
They're just waiting, right? They haven't. They're
All patiently waiting to be dicks.
So the dicks are on hold,
The dicks are on hold, but not for long.
and then they'll be back out. Will they be wearing masks?
Probably not.
Will they have? I saw some crazy people coming out of their houses with whack hair, and I'm somebody to talk about hair, right? And because like people are not taking care of themselves, they're all locked away, man. They got to get out, right? You getting out every day?
Absolutely.
Every day? Do you go to the park? Do you have kids? You play with your kids?
Whatever I want to do, I do.
Sounds good, man. Good talking to you, man. Good talking to you. Thank you very much. Some good people, right? Good Brooklyn people. Nobody's beeping. It's crazy, man. I haven't been here in Brooklyn it's been in Manhattan for the last 2 weeks. That's why it's a little strange. But wow, what a catch. What a catch. Hi. How are you, mate? Hey, can I bring you into my frame? I'm a reporter on YouTube. How's it going, man? You ready to kill somebody? Yeah. Look at this traffic jam. Aren't you pissed off? Don't you want to beep your horn?
Just about.
No? You good? You don't want to beep your horn, right? Nobody's beeping. It's usually like crazy, right?
I'm used to it by now.
You're used to it. Sounds good, man. Thank you. People are like anesthetized. They're moving around in their windowed cubicles. Go talk to these guys over here with the chef hat. See if they'll talk to me. How you doing, man? Hey, I'm very lonely. Can I ask you a question? I'm very lonely. I want to ask you a question. I'm a reporter.
Ready to get on the bus, baby.
Oh yeah? Cool. How you doing, man? Have you ever been in this part of Brooklyn and nobody's beeping the horn, calling each other assholes and dickheads and get out of my way, motherfucker?
Nah, I never heard that.
Right? You never, no, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it's usually very beepy. I take that back. I exaggerated. But people are usually beeping their horns like crazy, right? And they're not doing it.
I don't live around here,
So you wouldn't know. Okay. All right. I hear. Fair enough. Thank you. Hey guys, can I ask you a question? I do a YouTube channel. Can I bring you into my frame? I think you guys have an insight into what I'm trying to find out. You mind? So what's up, man? So
we don't have an insight, but
no, you got an insight, right? Because you live around here, right?
Yeah.
When was the last time you saw rush hour with nobody beeping their horns trying to drive over each other with a jam like this?
Yeah.
Is that unusual?
well, this is unusual right now. You know, I'm not sure. I don't even think it's like this in rush hour. I personally think that there's a problem down on 92nd Street. There's something happening there.
That's besides the point. But why are people not being dicks to each other? Why are people not beeping the horns, angry and upset? What's going on?
Just give it
That's
another couple of minutes.
All right, I've been here 10 minutes.
We already had some of that.
Also, we're really in the wide open where everybody knows they're being watched.
Who's watching them?
Well, you got police officers over here watching them.
These guys are police
I
officers?
think a couple of them are.
I don't think it's a guy in a white hat, though. You know, a white
No,
that hat.
no.
Hey, you guys the police? You're not the police, right? We're just curious. I'm curious. They're not curious.
No.
I'm only messing with you, man. I want you to have a good day. I'm just a reporter. This is what I do. I make funny jokes. So I asked them if they're police, and they said no, so they can't be police. So there's your answer, right?
Maybe not. You never know.
If you ask a cop, are you a cop, and he says no, then he's not a cop.
Obviously.
I'm
He has
just
to
glad I'm not in the
identify
car
himself.
Sitting out here.
If they're undercover, they're not going to say they're cops. Right?
You know, we were just telling a story. You mind if I
Yeah,
tell a little
yeah.
bit
Tell a
of the
story. Yeah, I want to hear a story.
Because we were saying, you know, how like a lot of times I have a saying, you didn't think that through, you know?
Yeah.
So this is one of the cases where somebody probably really had to go to the bathroom bad,
Right.
you know, but they figured I'll wait till I get home. I can, you know, it's only going to be a couple of minutes.
Right.
And now they're sitting on the street here.
Oh.
You know what I mean? So that
So-
guy didn't think that through.
Right. That's a problem right now. There's no bathrooms. You can't jump out.
Well,
You got to
there
know.
would
You
be-
got to pick your
there-
spots.
There would be somewhere if it was me.
Yeah. Well, there is with me. I'm in Manhattan every day. I find my spots.
Yeah.
You know, you find your spots.
Yeah, I certainly do.
So what do you think happened with this Corona thing? You think it's here to stay? It's going to keep coming back and scare the shit out of everybody?
I don't know. You know, I mean, I'm not. I don't have my mask on right now, so I guess I'm not. You know, I haven't seen any bodies in the streets, but yeah, I'm sure that it's kind of serious thing. Well, we got to get back to, you know, get back to work. They can't have like people that are healthy sitting in their apartments. First of all, putting somebody in isolation is something they do to prisoners to like torture them. You know,
Isn't it?
Yeah.
And you guys are breaking that torture, right? I've been out every single day. I got sick in January. I've been out every single day, all over the country.
Yeah. I mean, there's no way that I could stay in the house all day and just like stare at the four walls there. And you know,
Have you been running into people that have really broken down, like they kind of lost the ability to say hello and all that shit?
yes.
Isn't that scary?
Well, you know, I found that there's a woman in my building that just went like kind of crazy because these people were walking by and they didn't have masks on, and she's yelling at the ladies, "Why don't you have a mask? Why don't you?" And then she actually said to these two girls, "I hope you get it." But which is I told.
How about you take the mask and stuff it up your ass? How about that?
Yeah. So I mean, you can't say stuff like that. It's not right. But I know her, so I know that her husband is very sick. So she's probably more worried about her husband trying to control that situation.
You know what the problem is? They shut down all the hospitals. People are withdrawing from their fake medications.
Yeah.
All the million pills that they were on.
Yeah.
They can't take them anymore, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, people that are really sick, they might not even been looking at them. I mean, this guy's got cancer, like, really bad, and he was just in the hospital for a long time, and he got out, and 2 weeks later, he's got to go back in. So
You might see that turn around.
Well, he might turn around.
I'll
He
put-
might not come back.
I'll make a prediction. Your friend will probably go into remission because his life just flipped upside down.
Yeah. Well, possibly. I mean, if that's the way, he'd probably take anything at this point.
Yeah.
The,
Are you happy with the?
people are freaking out a little bit right now.
Yeah, they're freaking out a little bit.
You know, but we got music. We got music, so it's not.
We got music, and nobody's pissed off at each other. This is unbelievable. People usually start to whip the Bay Ridge U-turn. You know, I'm getting out of this line. I'll go a different way.
Yeah.
They're not doing that. There's a psychic change. Maybe people needed a break.
I hope so. We need a psychic change. I could use a psychic change.
If I walked up
My
to
friend here, he
Yeah.
just finished robbing a bank.
that's Silent Bob over there.
Yeah, so that's the deal. That's the story.
Good talking
Here
to
we
you,
are
man.
at Bay Ridge.
Yeah, good
on
talking to you,
Hamlet
man.
Parkway.
Yeah. I've been living here for 7 years. I barely know anybody. That's my website, the marcusconti.com.
Okay, baby.
And on YouTube. Thanks, guys. Good talking to you, man. Wow, what a day. Right? So, Marcus Conti reporting here. What is a really fascinating thing, where you have all of these, you have this, a calm has set in. The birds are chirping. The squirrels are coming out, right? And people, oh, there's a horn. There we go. There we go. I've been made into a liar. A little bit. Let's see if it calms down. Let's see if it calms down. There's a study in sociology experiment, where there once was noise and beeping and anger and hostility. It's been replaced with hip-hop music and emptiness. Even the bus drivers are calm. Are we moving towards this online community? Psychic prediction. The big move covers the little move. The big move covers the little move. What was the big move? Coronavirus. What was the little move? Reshuffle the economy. Move the economy away from retail to online commerce. That was the move, and it was played well by Jeff Bezos and his crowd. They won. They won because coronavirus will prevent brick and mortar places from opening up again for a long time, when online communities have the advantage. So what happens? Expect, and people are happy. They're allowing it to happen, is the point. It's already happened. Follow what I'm saying? How you guys doing? You good? Well, I'm sorry. Cool. I'm making a silly video I'm cracking jokes to myself. What's that? I will. Thank you. Said have a nice day. Have a nice day. Well, I said while the economy is going down the tubes. I was listening to Bloomberg before, and it's the news station, and they're basically laughing at people, saying how ridiculous they are. Oh, they're all locked up in their homes now, and right? Some commentator made a joke where people invested in theme parks for kids and families, right? And they laughed and they said, "How did that investment go? How did theme parks work? Theme parks work out for you?" Without any consideration whatsoever for the fact that that's a haven for children where they enjoy themselves, where they go for fun. Do you see how the billionaire class works? It's all a game. It's all a gambling casino. It's a casino. I'm betting on this industry. I'm betting on that industry. And people's lives get flipped upside down for a while. But in order to survive the flip, one must stay active at all costs. Stay involved in the game. There will be opportunity. It does look like there will be opportunity in the areas of online commerce to maybe the likes that we've never known. So if you thought you were going back to your office while you're sitting around waiting to be called back to work, waiting to jam back onto the subways, I think you can forget about that. I think you can forget about that and wait for the new fancy computer that can supervise you in your home. And you'll sit in front of that computer and you'll be monitored and that will be your job. Well, that is, of course, if you want to eat, because you can't go back, or you want to take the chip vaccine.